On this second Sunday of Lent, St. Luke's Gospel says that Jesus and his disciples went up the mountain to pray as they made their way to Jerusalem, where Jesus will suffer and die and rise again. And there on the mountain, they have a vision of glory. Two other Gospels, Matthew and Mark, describe the transfiguration of Jesus in the same words almost. But Luke emphasizes the importance of prayer in this mystery. While Jesus is praying, his face was changed in appearance. His clothes became dazzling white. It's more than Jesus' appearance and clothes that are transfigured. From Moses and Elijah, he receives the promise of glory as he makes his way to Jerusalem. Peter and the others share that promise. So prayer opens us to a world transfigured and transformed to the promise of God. That's what St. Luke's Gospel says. In our first reading today from the book of Genesis, Abraham is promised a glorious future too, but he receives the promise as a deep and terrifying darkness envelops him, so different from the mountain filled with light where Jesus and his disciples are promised glory. Later, in Luke's Gospel, Jesus will enter the Garden of Gethsemane, where a terrifying darkness envelops him. He prays, and there Luke's Gospel says he's strengthened by an angel of God. God, his Father, strengthens him. So what can we learn from these readings from Luke's Gospel and the book of Genesis? Well, first, God promises us life, not death. A glorious life is before us. A life we know now only through faith. Like Peter and the others, we hardly are awake to that promise. It seems like a dream. Like Peter and the others, we fall silent about it. After the vision passes, they see only Jesus. They see only what human eyes ordinarily see. Luke's Gospel says to pray, to keep the vision of God's promises alive. Even when darkness envelops us, we have to pray to keep those promises alive. And God will hear us, even in darkness, as he heard Jesus, his son. Today, as we remember the transfiguration of Jesus on the mountain, we ask God to lead us to that mountain, that bright mountain, where God instructs us in his ways, that we may walk in his truth. Teach us, Lord, to pray always.